It all began with this custom figure that we have come to know and love as Berry Blast Camo. But now, this next Earthen Avenger custom could be yours. This one-of-a-kind custom Gill Grunt figure will be up for auction on the SCL website this Saturday. This will be your one and only chance to get your hands on this one-of-a-kind custom. I hope to see you there. Welcome back, Portal Masters. SCL Matt here with another live SCL auction stream. It's Saturday night, and that's what we do. That's what we do here on SCL this time of the week. But yeah, wonderful fam. Renee, Matt Taco Kitty, Steven. Welcome. Have there been any other customs while you're gone? No, this is the first custom. Earthen Avenger is making these customs, and he's been numbering them. This is actually EA01. The next custom we get will be EA02, and so on and so forth. So yeah, this is 01. Yeah, there's the camo one, but that's mine. That's up on the shelf. That's not for sale. I guess I kind of joked around. That was EA00. It's actually not numbered, as far as I remember. No, it is not numbered. But yeah, that's the only other one. Jindigo, welcome. Pi Magna, Skylander Gamer TV, welcome. You might bid if the price doesn't get too high. What's too high? Speaking of which, let's go check those prices. So, let's see here. The auctions are already doing pretty well this week. Usually, I have a lot of stuff with 0 bids until we get into this live stream. People kind of wait till the last minute, but a lot of stuff has bids already. So the damaged bushwhack up to $1.50. The Swap Force card lot up at $3 already. Eon's Elite Stealth Elf, $30.50. Eon's Elite Zook, $20.50. The Swap Force Tackle Box has one bid at $5. The Imaginext Batman has a bid for $1. I love it. No bids on the quote unquote cake topper, the Skylander without a base. No bids, surprisingly, on Legendary Chop Chop or Legendary Deja Vu. Those are surprising to me. Figured those would have been some of the first ones to go. But then we do have a bid on Big Bubble Pop Fizz. We do have a bid on 2 bids on Hoot Loop at $1.50. I got a bid on Molten Hot Dog. No bids on Series 1 Hot Dog. We do have a bid on the Sidekick Mini Genie, as well as the Mini Eye Small. No bids on Mini Terabyte. 1 bid on the Swap Force sticker lot. A couple of bids on the Enchanted Hoot Loop that got painted a little bit. The orb got painted. So that's at $2 now. No bids yet on the Damaged Spitfire, Thumpback, or Head Rush. But Gusto, on the other hand, popular item this week. I'm telling you, the third week's the charm for some of these guys. He's currently at $2.50, and our big spotlight item is currently up at $70.50. $70.50. So yeah, that is awesome. Wonderful fam. Yeah, if you're interested in contacting Earthen Avenger, we did cover this once in one of the other streams. He's not currently taking commissions. Just doing the customs through SCL here. Maybe in the future that'll change. I don't know, but currently he's not. But he does have a YouTube channel. And I would highly recommend go check out that YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is gonna blow up. It's gonna blow right by my number of subscribers easily, easily. He's got he's on he's creative. He, has a kind of a natural knack for YouTube, I feel, and, in time, yeah, he's just getting started, but he's gonna blow right by me. Let's see. $100 is probably too high. Yeah, it's at 70 right now, so you might bid on it. Okay, okay. I can see it going over 100. People last week were telling me, or at the beginning of this week when we first unboxed it, we're like, "Yeah, that thing's gonna go for way over 100." I don't know. I don't know. This is untested waters for me, so I really don't know. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. Just wondering if you were to auction my semi-unpainted smash hit, what would I start it at? Um, I'd probably put that in the same realm as like a purple lip chill or something like that, right? And probably start it at like $10 and see what happens. I don't know. I mean, like I would start at, somewhere around like retail price, probably 10, $15. And so at least you get your money back there. And then if people want to pay extra, go for it. I guess is what I would say. Jindigo, we're already at 15 and 21. Wait, no, there's more than 21. I think, don't we have 23 auctions this week? Like I don't know if we're at 15, but yeah, I think we're at 23 auctions. So okay. Someone was asking about seeing the Gill Grunt. I mean, you can go to sclauctions.com and check out all these pictures there as well. Um, but let me see here. I should be able to pull them up. Where did I put them? I have all the pictures here somewhere. I know I do. Let's open these here. I should be able to share these with you one way or another. So let's go. And say, for anyone that is curious about this custom that we keep talking about, this is the custom. This is the beautiful, beautiful Gill Grunt figure that Earthen Avenger painted. And then my wife was so gracious to take pictures of for me to get them to turn out fabulously. But it's just all around, this is amazing. Like it really doesn't get any better than this. It's top-notch work. Top-notch. So this is what the big item, the spotlight item this week, what you'll be bidding on. But yeah, that's it. That's it right there. EA01, Custom Gill Grunt. You can name them whatever you want. But yeah, that's the guy we're talking about. That's the guy we're bidding on. So whatever you want to do with it. Let's see, what Gill Grunt do you prefer? Superchargers or before? See, part of the thing is I've never been a huge fan of Gill Grunt. I think I'd probably say before though. I think I'd say before. I don't know. That's just my thought. My opinion. Jindigo. Last time the site was counted 737 orders. Well, that has changed, I know. Had 1 Eons Elite, 55 Imaginators, 74 Superchargers, 175 Trap Team, 255 Swap Wars, 349 Giants, 233 Spyros, 16 games, 36 Portals, 2 storage, totaling 1,201 items. Yes, I definitely know it's less now, but man, I'm kinda worried that that overall number keeps going down. Like, if that keeps happening, like, I'm not gonna have, items left in the shop, and that's kinda scary. So, I might have to work on that, ramp up my buying of stuff to keep things in stock a little bit better, but, it's the Robo auction next week. Um, I haven't finalized that yet. I'm thinking that probably makes the most sense. Like, next week is going to be either Robo, Chompy Mage, Hardboiled Flare Wolf, or the Magic Claw Creation Crystal. Um, I'm not sure which one yet, but it'll probably be Robo. That's where I'm leaning right now. Wolf Shadow, where's the bushwhack broken? If you click on the auction, I give you the details. I give you another picture, and I spell it out in words. There's a crack in the handle just below the axe head, and so it's actually very loose right now. And like, if someone were to like knock it off of a shelf or something, the axe head would probably snap off. Um, so that'd be my guess. Uh, you might get the Batman for 100. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I would love to see that. You could probably bid 100, and I bet no one would bid you up that high, but we'll see. Is the Robo in a box Spartan? No. This was a lot that I just unboxed yesterday in the stream. It was a complete set of Imaginators. So all the Imaginators figures, all the in-game variants, no chase variants. So all figures, all in-game variants, all creation crystals, all variant crystals, and the level pieces and the chests. Um, but everything was out of box. It was someone else's collection. They unboxed everything and um, yeah, yeah. So the blue chests actually I listed separately on the site as I tend to do, and those have sold already. Um, so it's just the Robo figure, just the Robo figure. But yeah, sevenfold. I got a figure. I got a Robo. Did get a Robo. Um, that's the plan. If I were tasked with the Supercharger style remake of Camo, how would you have him look and play? I mean, you can give him a new look, I guess, but his play style is just fine. Um, but like someone has asked me about like a Eon's Elite camo before, and I say like you gotta incorporate the watermelon somehow. And I think that holds true too um with the supercharger style. Like you know how they do like Nightfall's hair down into the base, or Gill Grunt's water down into the base. Like you should have a bunch of vines on the base for camo, and he's like just sitting on this mound of vines with like a watermelon flying out of it or something. I don't know, something like that. Like I think there's so much they could have done with camo. I'm surprised we didn't get more figures for him. All right, Jinigo's got the official count at 15 of 23 auctions selling right now. I like it. I like it. That means we only have to get bids on 8 more for a perfect week. And that would be amazing. Be a good week for it. Like I honestly think um a lot of these things are definitely worth bidding on this week. Like sometimes I occasionally some of the damaged figures and stuff, I'm like, okay, they're kind of common figures, probably may or may not get bids. But this week, I think there's a bunch of minis in there. There's a bunch of legendary figures. Okay, the trigger happy cake topper might be a stretch. That might be a stretch, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. A Batman, yeah. So Renee, all the stuff that's in these auctions is stuff that I get from the unboxings that I do. And so sometimes they include random stuff that isn't Skylanders. I mean, usually it's just other like Toys to Life stuff, like Disney Infinity or Lego Dimensions. We've even had Amiibo before. But sometimes it's other random parts, whether it's Happy Meal toys or in this case, a Batman figure from it's from an Imaginext set. Um, which I didn't know that offhand. The chat knew it right away when I unboxed it, what it was. I had to go look it up, but yeah, Imaginext, um, another toy line out there that you may or may not be familiar with. I've heard the name, but I've never had any of the toys. So yes, there is a Batman figure up for auction right now. It does not work in game. We tried it. We tried it. Yoshi, loving your figures. Awesome. Awesome. Um, I didn't technically pause the gameplay streams. My theory behind that was I'm going to stream something on Mondays and Thursdays. Or this was the original schedule, right? Mondays and Thursdays, and if I have nothing else going on, it will be gameplay. But it was often I had something to unbox, and so the unboxing took place of the gameplay stream. And like I said, the shop kind of just took over everything. It took over everything from time I had to make new videos to time I had to do other streams and just everything. Um, Now I'm getting back into a better place where, like I said, I'm scheduling my unboxings. I'm doing unboxings Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time. Um, I just started that this past week. It worked out well, I feel. And so I'll be continuing to do that going forward. And that is giving me um freeing up like my Tuesdays and Thursdays in particular to work on other video content or work on updating the website and stuff like that. And so hopefully over time I'll be able to work some of these other things back in. Some of them may come back, some of them may not. Like Figure Focus, I really want to come back. The gameplay, I don't know that it'll come back as a regular thing. That may be reserved for more special occasions type of stuff. Um, like I'm looking at putting together another kind of super stream um, for the anniversary, and that would probably focus a lot on gameplay. Um, Play through some of the games while I'm giving away a bunch of stuff, and who knows what else I'll be doing. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where that got waylaid. Wolf Shadow, why doesn't the VIP bonus apply to auctions? Because that would make the bidding process unfair. Because just imagine, okay, if there is a VIP member and a non-VIP member, and the non-VIP member says, I'm willing to bid up to $90 on this item. And then the VIP member comes along and says, well, if I bid $100, I can win the item, but then with my discount, I only have to pay $80. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Because to allow someone to bid higher, knowing that bid higher and win the item, but have to pay less than someone else was willing to pay, it doesn't make sense. So that's why the VIP bonus discount does not apply to the auctions. Yeah, Jindigo, Gill Grunt, Jet Vac. Birthday Bash, Big Bubble Pop Fizz, Lightcore Prism Break, Spyro, and Trigger Happy all sold out this week. They were all on sale this week, so that certainly helped. But Gill Grunt was mass buy, Jetvac was mass buy, Lightcore Prism Break, Spyro, and Trigger Happy were mass buys. Birthday Bash, Big Bubble Pop Fizz. I mean, I think I only had like 5 or 6 of them to start the week, um, but they all just sold out naturally one by one. People wanted him. He was on sale, so there you go. All right. I'm really falling behind on the chat here. Sorry about that. I I don't have any gill to put back in stock. Like that's the thing. That like I literally sold out all of my gill grunts. It's gonna take a while. Masked Aqua Kitty, no. If you read the description, it actually tells you right there. It is not actually a cake topper. This is kind of a joke that was thrown out in the unboxing. Um, it is a birthday or a Big Bang Trigger Happy figure without the base, without the chip. And someone commented, "Hey, it would make a good cake topper." Like, huh, we could do that, and it feels like a good auction item at that point. Um, because I mean, like I have no real use for it at all. So no, it was not designed as a cake topper. It's the actual figure. So it's probably a bit heavy for a cake topper, actually. But I mean, it's kind of built like one now. Other than like it has the hollow base and stuff like all the other cake toppers did. Yeah, we have had some of the cake toppers before, but this is not one of them. Oh yeah, John. John. Yeah. Could have just named him Legendary Chop. How many times have I received orders for the bundles, gift cards, or reset creation crystals service? So the bundles, I have never sold the SSA bundle. The Giants bundle has been sold now. Let me see if I can find that data quickly. I don't know if I can find that easily here, but I would say maybe 4, 5, 6 times. And same with the Swap Force bundle, actually. The biggest thing with the Swap Force bundle, I think the Swap Force bundle would sell a lot. It's just hard to keep in stock. Whereas like the Giants bundle is easier to keep in stock. I think it's out of stock right now because we're out of thumpbacks. Um, but yeah, the Giants and Swap Force bundles, people really tend to like those. The SSA is tough. It's tough. And actually, ooh, I bet you can't get the SSA bundle right now either because it had all the starter pack figures in it, which just sold out. So I should revamp that package and see if that helps too. Um, what am I looking for here? Sales. The gift cards, I did sell one gift card actually. That I mean, the gift cards just were added this week, basically. But yeah, I have sold a gift card already, and it was redeemed right away. So I know that that whole process works. Um, the reset creation crystal service is also brand new too, and I haven't even announced it anywhere. It's just been people finding it naturally, looking through the shop. So it's something we talked about a long time ago. Someone suggested it. I forget who it was. Someone suggested it. It's like, yeah, I ever thought about offering that as a service for people who don't have a way to reset it. Um, and like I haven't really announced it yet because that's one of my projects I want to get through is to create like a guide of different ways you can reset the creation crystals. And then as a final option, if you don't have any of these other methods available to you, and if you don't want to buy that stuff, I mean, if you don't have a 3DS, I'm not saying you should go buy a 3DS just to reset creation crystals, right? Um, and if you don't have a Wii and you don't want to buy a Wii, well, I mean, it doesn't really make sense then. So I offer this up now as a kind of last resort. Um, you can send me as many crystals as you want. I charge 20 bucks right now, and you send me the crystals. I'll reset them all and send them right back to you. We'll see how it goes. If anybody takes me up on it, I don't know how many people are interested in a service like that, but it costs me nothing to offer it. So that's where I'm at with that right now. Um, so we're giving that a shot. So I have not sold that at all, but like I said, that's also like less than a week old, and I haven't even announced that to the public. That this is the most publicly I've ever talked about it. So I know a few people have found it because some people have asked me about it, but um, I know, I can do it this way. I can search for bundle sales over here. Oh, this is gonna pull up both bundles, but it looks like it shouldn't be too hard to count. So there's a Giants bundle. Oh, that's a Disney Infinity bundle. Maybe I haven't sold as many as I thought. There's a Swap Force. There's 1-in-1. There's wait, is this a bundle? No, there's another Swap Force. So 2 Swap Force. 3 Swap Force. And 2 Giants. Okay. So I guess I've only sold two Giants bundles and 3 Swap Force bundles. That's a lot less than I thought. Huh. But like I said, I don't know if it's people don't know that the bundle is there, or if they just like don't want tree Rex because they already have them. Because I've had a number of people like order all 7 Giants and no tree Rex. And I'm like, you're paying more than the bundle just buying those 7. So kind of surprised me once in a while. What would a value Giants for Wii at? Just the game in case. Must have had 20 or so for $15 a piece. Um, yeah, I mean, I only charge $5 for the game when I get it in. Um, but I probably undervalued a bit. I would say if you can get it for 10 bucks, that'd be worth it. 15 seems a little high for me, but I, yeah, yeah, 15 seems a little high. I'd say 5 to 10 would be acceptable. Ova King, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while for sure. Yeah, Joseph, I'm telling you, shop locally. That's where the deals are at. Shop locally. Cleveroni, has there been progress on the Drobot case? So, unfortunately, no. Not the kind of progress I want. The numbers that people have been sending in do not help my theory at all. They actually hurt my theory, actually. Um, so I haven't made progress there. Um, because then my next question was, well, if Drobot has a number, do any other figures have numbers? Turns out there are other figures that have numbers, not quite as prominent as Drobot's. Um, but the there are numbers on a bunch of other figures, and I'm going to try to make a follow up video this week, um, to kind of highlight some of the numbers that we have found and their locations and such. Um, it's it's interesting because I would feel that either every figure would have a number or none of them would have a number. Like it seems weird to me that only some of them have numbers. So it really just got kind of weird. And the numbers aren't always the same. On some of them, it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, but some of them it's like L6 or A4 or like it's weird. It got weird. Yoshi, if you got a gift card, could you use it on auctions? Yes. So the way the gift cards work is when you buy a gift card, you need to provide an email address. And this could be an email address for yourself, or it could be an email address for someone you are sending the gift card to. It doesn't matter. Um, but you enter your email address, enter an email address, you pay for the card, and that email address will receive a code, a gift card code. It's a 16-digit alphanumeric code, much like you would get for like a Amazon gift card or something like that. And then when you come back to my site, you may have noticed now on the checkout page, where it says like coupon code normally, it now should say like coupon slash gift card or something like that. And so you just put your gift card code into the coupon slot. It's just another code, and it'll start deducting from the gift card value. So yeah, it's just another payment type at that point. So um, you should be able because it all goes through the same system. You should be able to pay for gift cards. You should pay for auctions with gift cards, just like because when you pay for auctions, it goes through the same payment processing system. Yeah, Earthen Avenger, you and I were talking about this, the super stream. We'll get another super stream in here. Um, I'm not sure if I missed a comment here. Did Boombringer get it? Um, if if you're talking about the light core prism breaks, that was Boombringer. He made a short video about them. Somehow managed to get all of them to light up at once. It was pretty awesome. How often a day do you go to the post office to ship stuff? Skylander Game TV, I go once a day. I go once a day. I have a pretty good routine down. Um, I usually end up spending a little time at night packaging up orders throughout the day. Then when I get up in the morning, if there were any either really late night orders, sometimes I get some like late night folks up and like if I go to bed at say midnight or 1 a.m., it's still only like 10 p.m. over in California. And so sometimes I get some West Coast orders really late night, or some people who get up at like 5 or 6 in the morning and place orders too. Sometimes that happens. So those I usually have waiting for me in the morning, and then I fill those. Generally, like I've always said, generally speaking, if you place an order before noon, I mean, it should probably be before like 11 a.m. or something Central Time. Um, I will usually fill that order the same day yet, and then late morning, early afternoon, I head off to the post office, and I just go once a day. And orders that come in after that time, they're for the next day. You should put all the figures that have double digits in the store on sale and see what the next buy is. That would be a lot of figures to put on sale. That would be a lot. Um, that's not really how I want to run the shop right now. So, um, yeah, Wolf Thunder, you're right. I do have a lot more room in the drawers. Yeah, Boombringer did buy those, that's for sure. Okay. I do have Gill Grunts in stock. I don't have S1 Gill Grunts in stock. Fair enough. We're always up for good, bad jokes. Yeah, Robert, those spires, it's probably a good thing you did. Those spires don't last long most of the time. Cars, welcome. So Renee, yeah, you would love the creation crystal reset. Sure. Yeah, Cleveroni. I mean, that's I actually use Giants in 3DS, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a matter of getting the game usually. Like getting Giants for the Wii or Giants or Spyro's Adventure for the 3DS. The game isn't hard. I'm just saying, if you don't own a 3DS and you don't own a Wii, you don't want to spend. I mean, 3DS are expensive right now. They shot through the roof with the pandemic and such. Like people just started buying them up, so their prices went through the roof. So I'm not suggesting you spend $200 or $300 just to reset your creation crystals. Um, the Wii, on the other hand, might be a little bit more accessible. I haven't checked prices on them recently. I mean, you could probably find someone selling one used on, you know, Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something pretty cheap, assuming it still works. But even so, if that can you get one for as low as like 20 bucks? Or are they going to ask for like 50 bucks? I don't know. I don't know. And even then, is it worth it just getting it to reset your creation crystals once? So that's kind of why I'm offering this service for anybody who doesn't want to go through that hassle themselves. Should make a show where you bring fans to show off creation crystals. Interesting. That's not a bad idea. People have asked to see my creation skills, which are very lacking. But that would be interesting to let other people come on the show and showcase their creation crystals. That's not a bad idea, Wolf Shadow. It's not a bad idea. I like that. Um, oh yeah, none of the bundles are now. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So the I mean the Giants and the Swap Force bundles, there's nothing I can do about that. Like those bundles are set. I mean, there are only 8 Giants. That's all I can do. And the Swap Force bundle, it's very specific. I need all 8 elements and all 8 movement types. There's only 2 methods to get that combination. And like the other bundle has like Doomstone. So there's no way that's gonna happen. But the SSA bundle, I can do something about that one. Definitely can do something about that one. Can you get a 99% discount from the next Pinata figure? No. Seeing the way those things fly off the shelf? I got a full set of Imaginators yesterday, and it was 90% gone in 8 hours. I I was not expecting that. I was expecting maybe like 50% of it to sell in the first day, and then the rest of it to, like, trickle off throughout the week, and maybe still be left over with the tri-tip or something, but no, it just flew off the shelves. What if they put numbers on Skylanders only to confuse us? No, no, they didn't do that. We have a decent idea of why they're there. I mean, because we talked about, I had someone mention, like, it's very common with, like, car parts that they put, numbers in the mold so they for basically for quality assurance purposes. So if they ever get a bad batch of them, they can track it back and say, "Hey, this is where the problem was happening, and we can fix this." Um, but that just seems a little bit weird to do on a Skylander, especially to put the number in such a prominent location. Like I was saying, some of the other figures that I'll show off later, in the next video, um, the the numbers aren't in nearly as prominent locations, and so that makes a little bit more sense to me. But I don't know. Yeah, here, Biggie John, talk to a friend that works in plastic manufacturing. Yeah, they look like mold numbers, exactly. but it was odd that it would be on a something that would be removed. Yeah. I I mean, that's what I was thinking, like, on the Series 2 Drobot here, let me go grab it quick. Like, on Series 2 Drobot here, where we have this number, right? Like, I would expect it if they put it on the mold, like, in this gap. Like, that's where the number should have been on the mold. Or, um, if there I don't know if I can find a spot on this one right away. Sometimes, where they'll be attached to the mold by one final piece and they have to, like, snap it off. Like, put it right there or something. And I think that's probably what your friend was talking about. It's like, it's weird that it wouldn't be on a part that would be removed. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Could have something to do with where it's supposed to be sold. Like that's kind of what I was trying to track down because like like I was asking for the numbers on the bottom then too, like that black number there. Um, and I was trying to line those up because I've been told those numbers are theoretically something to do with like the factory where they were produced. But with the data that I've been collecting, it doesn't work. Like I'm getting a lot of the base numbers are matching, and we're getting like 1, 2, and 3 all coming from if those are like factory numbers, they're all coming from the same factory. Um, so I don't know. And then it got even stranger when we there have been 2 occurrences that we found of a Series 2 Drobot with no number at all. So, one of those I know was down in Australia, and so we wondered if that had something to do with it. They got a different batch of figures maybe. I don't know where the second one was from. Um, but yeah, so now we have, like, actually, like, 5 different Drobot figures, you could say. No number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It like I said, it just got weirder and weirder. An SCL gift card is a perfect Christmas present. That's what I like to hear. Go tell all your friends and family you figured out what you want for Christmas. All right. Just found your Pignon in the closet, but it's missing its sucker. Aw. Sad day. Oh, sevenfold. Yeah, that's what you're asking about. Was it only series 2? Yes, it was only series 2. It was only series 2. If I could somehow pull off a reasonable price, would you ever try to get a second set of traps for every villain so you could always have access to evolved and non-evolved? I mean, that wouldn't be too terribly hard to do if I didn't need, like, every mold duplicated. If I mean, just to get, like, 6 more life trap I mean, the life and water, I have countless, um, life hammer and water tiki traps, so that would be easy. I mean, as long as I just keep them in the, trap tray, I'd always know which ones are which. Um, but yeah, that'd be interesting. Interesting way I like the hardest part would be remembering not to evolve the unevolved set. But yeah. Farsec, it looks like this has been answered for you, but yeah, EA01 for anybody wondering stands for Earthen Avenger 01. Earthen Avenger is the maker of the customs. Here, Renee got this perfectly. Um, they're made by Earthen Avenger, and that's how he signed. Uh, we'll pull it out briefly. So we have this figure, and he actually signed it on the bottom there. EA01, so Earthen Avenger, and this is a first custom that he's putting out for sale. And he said there's more customs coming from Earthen Avenger, and Uh, the next one will be EA02, just so we can keep track of them. Did you hear about the Heartbreaker? Are you talking about the one from a couple of weeks ago? If that's the case, then yes. If there's been a recent update, then no. If they ship stuff but once a day, do you usually have a lot of stuff? I mean, yeah, lately the number of orders has been growing. In the month of September, I've been averaging about 10 orders a day. And so depending how that's split up, some days I only take like 5 to the post office, but then the next day, I take 15 or 20. Um, Today I actually took 21, no, 22 packages, I think. I think it was 22 packages because of all that Imaginator stuff that sold yesterday. Like it was a bunch of separate orders. A lot of people got in on that. Um, so yeah, it really depends on the day. Like I said, sometimes I can make it all in one trip. Sometimes I have to take multiple trips into the post office. When you pulled your figures out of the closet, getting back in Skylanders, so it had a brown substance on them. Um, I without seeing them, I don't really know. I mean, it's probably some dirt, dust, mold, perhaps, depending on where you keep them. If they were in a damp place, I mean, there's a lot of things it could be. I don't know exactly what happened to your Skylanders. Oh man, Tri-Tip gets so much disrespect. Yeah, he's usually one of the last ones to sell. But right now, Doctor Neo Cortex is probably the hardest Imaginator to sell right now, which I don't understand. Wh- Which, okay, I'll bring this up here again in case people don't know. Cortex unlocks the level as well. Both Crash and Cortex will unlock the level. So I mean, I'm feeling most people will just pick up Crash because he's the more notable one. They want to play the hero, right? Um, but Cortex is he will unlock Thumpa Wumpin Islands for you as well. Thumpin' Wumpin Island. Wow, can't even get that out anymore. Um, but yeah, it it's in my mind just as valuable a piece as Crash, but for some reason a lot harder to sell. Everybody on the subreddit thinks Imagineers are too expensive to own. Wow, interesting. Well, there's a lot of people buying them then for something that's too expensive. Yeah, Robert, the SCL discount, the VIP discount is legitimate. So, currently Wolfinder, the VIP is $7 per month. You can sign up. I mean, you sign up and you pay month to month. So whenever you cancel, then you're done. I will note that that is going to go up to $10 per month shortly, possibly at the end of September. Um, it depends. Like I'm working on setting up a new system, and when I get that system set up is when the price increase will happen. I'm aiming to have it done by the end of the month. Um, but I don't know if that'll happen. So either September or October, the price is going to go up to $10 per month. However, anyone I've actually increased the price once already for folks that have been around a long time. It used to be $5 a month. I increased it to $7 a month, and then I'm going to increase it to $10 a month. Anybody who signed up at the $5 a month price is still only paying $5 a month. And the same thing will happen here. When I raise it to $10, everybody who's paying $5 still pays $5. Anyone who's paying $7 will still pay $7 as long as you are a member. Um, If you ever cancel your membership and then sign up at a later date, well, then you'll have to pay the higher price. Um, but you can kind of grandfather in your legacy price there, as long as you stay a member. So, do you think their numbers might be numbers on Nightfall, seeming that one of them is defective? That would be interesting if we could find a number on Nightfall and tie that to the defective and non-defective figures, because I always love having numbers on the exterior that let us separate things like that. Kind of like I've been doing with the blue chests. Um, but I don't know. No one to my knowledge yet has found a number on Nightfall, but we'll see. We'll see. Currently, the only way to test a defective Nightfall out of box is to test it on the Wii. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Biggie John, thank you for clarifying that. Sprue is the extra plastic attached to the figure for injection molding. Yeah. So like I've seen injection molding be done before, and like it's a cool process, but I did not know all the terminology, the nomenclature. I learned something new today. That's cool. Um, do I consider Academy canon? I I don't know. I've never thought about it. I guess I would say yes. I mean, it's Activision approved as far as I know. So why wouldn't it be? So what is damaged on the headrest? I mean, I don't know, man. There's no arrow pointing to a part missing, so who knows what could be missing on that figure. Oh man. Yes. You painted the eye of the Leviathan. I thought that was a very nice touch and something I had not thought of, but it's just a nice little bonus there. Books, welcome. Just kind of get to the point that I take what orders I see. We'll see. We'll see. Skylanders have been made during the Sega Genesis Super Nintendo era, disregarding pricing or technology logistics. Would it be still be successful because of the concept? That could be tricky. Um, because I mean, I think it would have had a chance to be successful. I think one of the biggest problems though might have been the marketing and getting people to understand, like getting people to understand home consoles was hard enough, right? Video games used to be relegated to the arcade. And so getting people to understand, the Atari and Nintendo and Super Nintendo and stuff, like that was still kind of in its infancy, even though it was a couple generations in, I feel at least. And so like people didn't fully understand video games. Like everything was just a Nintendo, right? It didn't matter if you had a Sega Genesis or a Super Nintendo, your mom was calling it Nintendo. Like you had a Nintendo. Um, and so it's like I think the internet played a big part in spreading the word and allowing people to connect through the game and like if they could have gotten that marketing across using the old marketing methods, it could maybe make sense because that was when, like, growing up, I went over to my friends' houses all the time to play their video games. And so the idea that I could, buy my own figures and bring my figures over to their house and play those games with my figures and not their figures, even though I wouldn't be able to play the game at my house because I didn't own the game, because I didn't own video games growing up really till I got like the first video game console I got wasn't even a console. I had to buy my own Game Boy, like the original Game Boy. Tell you how old I am. Before there was Game Boy Color, it didn't even have a backlit screen. I mean, some of you kids probably don't even understand what a backlit screen is because everything has it nowadays. Um, but that would have appealed to me as a kid, I think. And so if they could have gotten that message across, I think that, yeah, they still could have been successful. It would have been interesting to see, but like you said, I mean, technology wasn't there at that point either, so it would have been tough. Oh, Mintiac did make a texture for EA01? Man, I kinda wanna see that. I'm very curious to see that. Um, any chance they, like, put a video out of it or any pictures at all? Like, I would love to see that wherever I can. If I pay more for VIP, will it just drop to the regular price next month? No. So, yeah, the way, um, it and so this is gonna change when I move to my new system because it's gonna be built into the site. The way Buy Me a Coffee is set up right now is that, yeah, you can say like, I set the minimum price. So it's set at, like, $7 right now. But they have it set up that you can say, "Oh, I wanna pay, like, $12 a month." And so if you say, "I'm gonna pay $12 a month," you'll pay $12 every month. Um, I would suggest if you wanna pay extra 1 month, then just use the, like, supporter option instead of the member option, because that's just a one-time payment. And you can say, "Hey, I wanna buy Matt, a coffee or a soda this month," and you can donate me an extra, 5 bucks that month. That's how I'd go about it. Um, but when I have it set up on my website, when I have it integrated, then it won't be, um, like, you won't be able to pay more. It'll just be the flat rate. So, yeah, I saw that it was out. I didn't get to look at it yet. I didn't get to watch that video yet. So, I know what I'm doing tonight. Alright. Um, yeah, Wolf Shadow, VIP is a great way to go about it. I have a lot of people doing it already, but can definitely save you some money if you're a regular customer. Do you think Activision Vicarious expected some Skylanders to be so expensive? No, no. They didn't necessarily expect it, and they didn't really care. I mean, the chase variants, they intentionally put those out. They knew what was gonna happen with those. Um, Clever thank you. Minty last stream. I'll have to go check that out. Yeah, I don't know how long his streams are. Any chance that was you got a timestamp or something when they show it off? But Joseph, going back to the expecting them to be expensive, I mean, they don't care about the secondary market at all. Like, if it were up to them, there wouldn't be a secondary market, right? Because they don't make anything, and they don't make any money off of the secondary market. And so all Activision cares about is getting the retailers to buy their product. Because once the retailer buys it, they have their money and they don't honestly don't care too much if the retailer has trouble selling it or not. Because, well, I mean, they want them to sell it because then they'll hopefully order more. But my point being, like, Activision already has their money once the retailer buys it. So they're not worried how quickly that sells. And then once it's sold to the customers, the retailers don't care because, like, they don't have a hand in the secondary market. So they don't like they got their money out of that transaction already. They're happy, they're gone. They're moving on to the next thing, if that makes sense. You did do $12 a month? Okay. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Try I mean, yeah, Skylanders on Atari would not work. That'd be weird. Oh, Skylanders play Pong. Crazy. Yeah, if you could get a timestamp of that, that'd be great. I'll make a note of that and write it down. Which before I forget, I'm gonna make a note to watch Earthen Avenger's new video. Because I haven't seen that yet. Um yeah, trading card games have the same issue for aftermarket. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I was in the trading card game before this, before I came back to Skylanders. Like I was doing a game called Light Seekers. And that's what I was working on and that's where I got into selling stuff online. Like I'd always sold stuff online casually, like eBay and stuff since I was a kid. Um, but I had an online shop for light seekers for I was selling singles. And so I know exactly how that goes. Like there were like you open a pack of cards, you paid 10 cents a card in that pack maybe. Um, but then some of those cards sell for 5 cents, some of them sell for $8, some of them sell for $50. It's the nature of the beast. It's what happens. That's I mean, just look at Pokemon right now. It's crazy. Um, all right. Timestamp at 14:03 as Mintiac. Okay. Thank you for getting that for me. I will definitely go check that out. Paid Yu-Gi-Oh competitive. Yeah, best cards are far too expensive. Yep. And that's why I mean, in the competitive scene in particular, if stuff like that happens, that's why they start to like ban cards from competitive play. If the cards themselves are too overpowered, or I mean, sometimes I mean that's why cards get that expensive usually is because they're overpowered. And so if they know what they're doing in the competitive scene, they'll start banning those cards. So you can play with them casually, but yeah. The Gill Grunt's $80. You bid 80, but it's too much for one Skylander. We've sold single Skylanders for more than $80. But speaking of which, we haven't checked on these prices in a while. So let's go check this out. Um, check on these prices again. See what's up. So a lot of things the same. Bushwhack at $1.50. Card lot at 301. Interesting. Stealth Elf at 30.50. Eon's Elite Zook at 20.50. Ooh, the tackle box up to 6.50. Batman still at $1. Nothing for the cake topper or legendary chop chop or legendary deja vu. Big bubble pop fizz at $1. Hoot loop at $1.50. Molten hot dog at $1. Nothing for hot dog. Series 1 hot dog. Sidekick mini genie and mini eye small, each at $1. Then we have no bids on mini terabyte yet. The sticker lot is up to 350. That's nice. Enchanted Hoot Loop, the painted version, is up to 4. And the no bids on Spitfire, Thumpback, or Head Rush yet. Gusto still at 250. And our custom Gill Grunt is still what went up again. Is at 85.50. 85.50. It's getting up there. It's getting up there. Take a quick poll of everybody right here. Who thinks that this custom Gill Grunt is going to go over $100? Like personally, I if I have to vote, I'm saying yes. Um, but I'm curious. I'm curious. What do you think? What do you think? Um, yeah. What do we got here? Skylanders playing Pong. See each individual Skylander unlocking some mini game that stars them rather than the character. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's what the older version would have been in a previous generation. That'd be. I mean, to me, that's kind of how Amiibo act, right? They just give you a very small unlock as opposed to being able to like play as the character, and that's why I don't really care for them as much. So, wish I had an ultra rare blue holographic version of a Skylander. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hey, if they had kept Skylanders Battlecast around, you never know what we might have gotten. Still pushing SCL beards, eh? Okay, thank you for the clarification, Cleveroni. Second last stream. They stream a lot too, yes. Put your pick up because new to appreciate the beard. And to show you who's gonna win EA01. Ooh. Ooh, Obsession. Are you in the lead right now? I haven't looked at the actual winners yet of who's winning these things. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Exotic might bid for the pop fizz. Go for it, man. Go for it. Absolutely. Cleveroni, have a good night. Fluxy says over 100 easy. Gindigo says, yeah. Sevenfold looks like it's going to hit 15 within the next 15 minutes. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, wow. Okay. Just went up to 96. I see what you're saying. Yeah. It's going to be close or either right below 100 or right above. Okay. Okay. You would bid what you already bought from me yesterday. Hey, I have people who buy from me multiple times a week. As odd as it may sound, there are people who, I mean, there are people who bought from me yesterday that are bidding and stuff on stuff today. So it happens. I understand if you don't want to. I totally understand if you don't want to, but oh, SCL beard oil. Hmm. Might make sense if I had a beard, but oh man. Don't bid for the pop fizz. I wonder who's winning that auction right now. Not going to say what you might bid on. Your first auction win. Ooh, and first SCL order. Nice. Yes, yes. So Pi Magna. So yeah, for anyone who's new to the auction scene here, this is what happens. If you win one of these auctions, one or more of these auctions, um, you will not only get an email telling you that you're the winner. That email will contain a link. If you click on that link, it'll take the item you won and put it in your cart. The other way to go about that is to go to the actual auction page, and it should, for the winner and the winner only, it'll pop up a button saying like you won, pay now or something like that. And you can click that button and it'll put it in your cart. So if you win multiple auctions, just make sure you go through all your auctions and click on the pay button, get all the items in your cart. And then you'll even have the option to add more items to your cart from the SCL shop if you want to help save on shipping once again. Um, but yes, the shipping and everything is exactly the same. It's a flat fee, 5.95 per order. You can bundle all of your auction winnings in one order, and like I said, you can add other items from the shop if that's something you want to do. So it all goes in on one order, one shipping fee. That's it. Um, so yeah, just look out for those emails, or you can just go to the auction page itself and click on that button when you win an auction. But yeah, everything goes through the same system on the site. So if you have any problems with it, let me know. Um, Everybody has seemed to be able to figure it out so far, so I think it's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, I hope. But yeah. Yeah. All right. Big John had to slow down your buying a bit, but you always bid on Eon's Elite and more rare figures you need. Fair enough. Fair enough. Probably going over 100. I will officially withdraw from the bidding session. Oh, all right, Skylander Gamer. That's all right. That's all right. There will be more customs for sure. This is not the last custom, and they're all coming from Earthen Avenger. So, I mean, this stuff is gonna be it's gonna be good. All right. So let's see here. Um, you need Series 1 Wham Shell, Series 1 Camo to complete SSA. Yeah. Surprisingly, yeah. I mean, Wham Shell I expect to sell out, right? There was one point recently where I actually had 3 Series 1 Wham Shells in stock. Um, I I don't know how that happened, but then they all sold out pretty quick after that. Um, but Camo sells out really quickly along with Sunburn. Like Sunburn, I understand a little bit more. Camo, I'm a little bit surprised. Like, because it's not like all of the Forgotten Eight sell out quickly. It's just Sunburn and Camo, which I'm okay with. They're great looking figures, but I don't know. I don't know. Spent over $100 for Skylanders. Oh man, yeah, Obsession. You have been a very, very loyal customer over here. When we're doing a collaboration with Matt, that's a good question. Skylander Gamer. I don't know. I don't know. I like I said, I'm open to collaborations. That's for sure. Um, but yeah, now I'm starting to regulate my schedule a little bit and opening up time for this sort of thing to work with other people as well as what we're going on. So, okay, coming up on 7:15. So, once again, for people who may be new to, um, we have a few of the bigger items are staggered on the endings. So, auctions will actually start to end around 7:30. So 7:30, 7:35, 7:40, 7:45, 7:50. The big spotlight item ends at 7:55. And then everything else, usually like all the damaged figures, end at 8 o'clock. Um, so we're getting close to the first item ending at 7:30, which tonight is the Batman figure. Batman figure. Um, so got about 15 minutes left on Batman for anybody who might be interested in that. Courtney, when is the next unboxing? So unboxings, I'm got for the foreseeable future. I'm keeping them on a schedule: Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time. So the next unboxing will be Monday at 1 p.m. Central Time. Which Courtney, I think, is going to include a box from you, actually. So if you want to be sure to make that stream, yeah, this Monday, I will be opening at least 2 boxes. I think it's going to be 2 boxes on Monday. Because I have a lot of stuff coming in this week, and I don't want to get it too backed up. So I can bundle some of them together. But I I did see that DM come through. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but is it okay? if that's what it's about. There you go. Earn the vendor, you called it. You called it. Ooh, sevenfold. This is high praise. I appreciate this. Yeah, there are a lot of people who spent hundreds of dollars at the shop, which just is mind blowing to me. Um, but for you to say that I'm the only one you trust when buying Skylanders, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Obsession. Yes. Um, I meant to email you today. I somehow slipped through the cracks. Um, to just tease it out here. Yes, we're gonna move forward with this, with the project. Um, I'll just leave it at that for now. We'll talk. We'll talk. Prepping a potential cart. So Pi Magna, um, I I've tried to change that. Like when you go to the checkout page, you'll be able to change it when you actually enter your address in and stuff. Um, the shipping though, it doesn't matter on your location. It's flat rate shipping. It's 5.95 flat rate no matter where you're located within the United States. That the shipping is simple. 5.95. That's it. Should give anyone who buys over $1,000 worth of figures a discount or something. Well, hey, I mean, if you're going to be spending that much, I'm going to tell you right now, go sign up to be an SCL VIP. You get a 20% discount on everything you buy except auction items. There is a way to get a quite large discount actually. And I don't know if I just haven't told enough people about it or what. I usually have it streaming across the bottom of all of my live streams saying, "Hey, go save 20%, sign up, support scl.com." Um, but yeah, that's yeah, that I don't know what else to do. Like there is a 20% discount out there. You do have to pay for it, but if you're buying $1,000 worth of stuff, you get your money back in a heartbeat. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you buy $1,000 stuff with one purchase, if you're going to spend $1,000, go pay that $7 fee to get the VIP status, and you can save $200. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not that hard. Um, exotic. I are you talking about creation crystals? What did you or just figures? I mean, everything is reset except traps. So I reset all the figures. I reset all the creation crystals. I don't reset traps because I don't have an easy way to do that right now, and I feel that it's not necessary because it doesn't prevent you from doing anything. So, yeah, all the figures and all the creation crystals are reset. It's possible. There are a lot of people who have put in a lot of big orders before becoming VIPs. Joe, there you go. You save $20 on your first purchase after signing up, and that's the way to do it. Like I said, if you do the math right now, it costs $7. But if you're putting in an order of at least, well, $35, take the 20% off. That's your $7 back right there. So anything over $35, you're saving money already. Like usually I tell people about $40, but I mean that number's gonna increase a little bit when the price of the VIP goes up too. So If someone spends 10K in one purchase, well, Jindigo did the math for me a couple of streams ago, and I don't even have 10K worth of product in the shop right now. But if someone came to me and wanted to spend 10K at the shop, I mean, yeah, we could work out some kind of discount, I'm sure. I'm still saying like that 20% discount, like what more do you want? Like if you just approach me and say I'm about to spend $10,000 in the shop, can I get a discount? I'd probably say, yeah, I'll give you $1,000 off. That's only a 10% discount. Where I have that 20% discount standing out there for anybody. So I mean I'm not likely to give you more than that 20% discount. Most people who are willing to spend 10K don't usually care about discounts. They have money to throw around. But yeah, 10K would be a lot of Skylanders. Even like chase variants and robos. Like, how many robos would you need to get 10K? Exactly. If they spend 10K and had discount, they'd only have to pay 8K. Exactly. It's a huge discount. It's a hefty discount. Pi Magna. You know your number. You know your number. That's all good. I'm not going to force it to change, but I'll be happy if it does. All right. 720. Let's check these prices. Damaged Bushwhack still at $1.50. Swap Force card lot still at 301. Eon's Elite got a few more bids. Eon's Elite Stealth Elf at $34.50. Eon's Elite Zook at $26. The Swap Force Tackle Box up to $8.50. The Imaginext Batman ending in 8 minutes. Still only at $1. Someone could walk away with a cheap Batman. I know it's not a Skylander, but hey, we have fun here sometimes. The Cake Topper and the two legendary figures still don't have bids. Like, I don't know. I thought for sure those would be some of the first ones get bids, but maybe people want their variants in good condition. Maybe that's where I have it wrong. Like if we're gonna collect the variants, they might as well be in good condition. I could see that mentality too. I don't know. So we got Big Bulb Hot Fizz going for $1. Damaged Hoot Loop at $1.50. Molten Hot Dog at $1. Still no bid on Series 1 hot dog. Sidekick Mini Genie and Mini Eye Small at $1. Guessing Mini Terabyte still has no bids, correct? Yep. The Swap Force sticker lot up to $4. Enchanted Hoot Loop at $4 yet. The Spitfire Thumpback Head Rush still no bids, and Gusto still at $250, and our Custom Gill Grunt still at $96. $96. All right. Am I able to see how much is spent via specific accounts? Yes, I believe. So I would be able to check on a per customer basis. So I think the only thing that would throw that off is if you ever placed an order as a guest. So like I could look up all the. I think you should be able to do it if you go into your My Account page and look at your previous orders. I think you should be you easily be able to see all of your previous orders there. I think, right? Correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Jindigo, too tired. Yeah, under 1,200 items. I'm not surprised at that. Yeah, Obsession. I've seen there's a Skylander on eBay for 10K. Is that like the clear tough luck Like, that's not worth 10K at all. Yeah, only 50 robos. When was the last time you saw 50 robos? Uh, One last question. Does to the number below the current adding to the number below the current bid mean how much the bid increment you're adding? For example, just putting 2 for a bid of 25 cents increment for 50 cents. Um, so I'm a little confused with the question. So I mean, all you have to do is like there's the box you can type your bid in. What you're typing in that box is your maximum bid. So if something is at $1 right now, and you say like the maximum I'm gonna bid is $2. Well, if the previous bidder had only bid $1, then you would win it currently for $1.50 because that minimum bid increment is 50 cents, right? Um, so the system will bid for you as necessary up to your high bid, your maximum bid. Um, so yeah, if you put a 2 in the box, I believe it'll interpret that as $2. If that's what you're asking. Skylander Gamer TV just signed up for the $7 membership. Okay, so you see, this is the finicky part where because it's still a separate system over on Buy Me Coffee, I need to set up your discount manually, and I apologize for that. Um, I I'm gonna try to do that during stream for you because I like to get that done right away. In case you want to use it right away. But that that's where tying this system into the website directly will allow me to like I won't have to manually set up all these discounts like I do right now. It's kind of a pain, but I never expected it to take off like it did. It was just kind of an experiment in the beginning, and it worked, which is cool. But that's why now I'm finally taking the time to improve the system because it has worked, and I think it's going to be part of the future of the site. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Um, We're 3 minutes away from Batman ending. If anyone's interested in Batman. How is that gusto damaged? Exotic. So if you click into the item, I always give you a description of what the damage is. That one, yeah, it's a little finicky, I know, but like I can see by his hand and the boomerang, there's a big like glue splatter spot where someone glued it back together, which means it was damaged at one point. It's completely intact right now. Um, but I know it was damaged at some point, and so I put it in the damaged bin. So I mean, yeah, it's a little bit ticky tack, but it's a nice way for someone to get a cheap figure when it comes down to it. Like my loss is your gain. Sometimes it's little things. Um, let's see. I'm not a great multitasker, so I apologize for that. Still 15 and 23. Man, need to get those last 8 items. Sometimes it's tough sledding. Yeah, put that tweet out. That'll get a few likes. Skylander Gamer TV just became a VIP. Everybody wants to know about that, right? Oh, 7:30. 7:30. Batman's over. Happened. I'm paying attention. Sorry, Pi Magna. I may have answered that question already, I guess. There you go, sevenfold. You spent 532.30. Nicely done. Did you find that in your my account section? Just so I know I'm not like directing people to the wrong place. How many items was that one order on Twitter? I didn't actually count the items string ago. That's why I took a picture of it so I could come back to it later. I forgot to count how many items it actually was. Because they actually put in 2 orders. Like they put in the one order and then mentioned it on Twitter, and then they put in a second order and then I combine them. But yeah, Skylander Gamer TV. Um, do, 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 do. Why did I come back to Skylanders 4 years later? Why did I leave in the first place? So yeah, I've talked about this a few other places. Actually, hold on just a moment. Let me check out. Where is that? Batman, where did you go? Batman. Batman. I lost Batman. Oh boy. All right. Batman. Batman. Batman ended, right? Oh, I'm on the wrong page. That's why. Huh. Whoa. Is Batman still going? Batman is up to $5 and hasn't ended yet. That's why I couldn't find it before. So for anyone wondering why this auction hasn't ended yet, it's because I have a soft close turned on. So unlike eBay where people can snipe items at the last second, on these auctions here, if a bid is placed on an item within the last minute of the auction, it actually adds another minute to the timer. And so if you go look at the Batman page right now, it'll tell you it's in overtime. Oh, it just ended. But Batman just sold for $5. But it ended like 4 minutes late because people were putting in bids at the end. So that's kind of crazy. Okay, so we're almost on 735, which is the Swap Force card lot, which is currently at 301. Then we'll have the tackle box, which is up to 1350. That ends at 740. So that's 6 minutes away. And then the 2 Eons Elite. So Stealth Elf is at 3450. Zook is at 26. And then we'll have Gill Grunt right after that. So, um, awesome, Pie Magna. That's great. Batman is yours. I like that. Wait, did Gil go up? Whew. Gil Grunt, 115.50. Wow. Wow. Mash equity. Thank you. Thank you for that. Joe, when are more Imaginators going on the site? Um, I mean, I'm not gonna get a big lot like I did yesterday for a long time, I'm sure, because they don't find people selling collections like that very often, at least not at a reasonable price. Um, so I will I have more coming in this week, I think. I mean, it's only gonna be, you know, 3 figures there, 4 figures there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I get Imaginators in from time to time. Depends what you're looking for. Yeah, Chatterbug, the stream's still going. I mean, stream runs to I run the stream to close out the auctions. Auctions at 8. Usually close down the stream around like 8:10, 8:15 or so. But yeah. Courtney, the gift cards, um, the gift cards are digital. So there is an actual code that you get, and that's what the gift card is. Um, so you can, like, if your wife wants to buy it for you, she has a couple options. She can buy it for you and have it sent to your email. There's actually a way she can, I believe she can even schedule it. I may, did I turn that option off? I may have turned that option off. Um, but she can send it to your email, so you get the code, or she could send it to her own email, so she gets the code, and then she could like print it off and hand it to you if you want something physical. Um, like there is an option to sell physical cards, but I don't have any physical cards to sell, so I I don't have a way of doing that. Um, but yeah, it's all digital right now. It's all digital. Yeah, you get a code and then you enter the code in the same place you would enter a coupon code on the site. Um, wow. Yeah, a lot of people were interested in Batman there. Sorry, Skylander Gamer TV. I'm not ignoring your question. I just got distracted, and that happens sometimes. I apologize. So 735 came and went, and I totally ignored it again. So the cards went for 301. There you go. So we're about 2 minutes away from the tackle box going for 1350 at the moment. And I mean, I got to keep an eye on Gil Grunt here too. 115.50. Okay. Okay. We're still good. Still good. Um, perfect. Your wife wants to buy one for his birthday. I like it. Let's see. Yeah, Joe, the ones from yesterday, I mean, I have a few left over, not many, but the bulk of them sold in about 8 hours. I sent out 22 orders yesterday or this morning, most of which were Imaginators from yesterday's unboxing. So, yeah, those figures always go up right after the unboxing streams. Um, but it's yeah, I did not expect them to sell out that quickly. I did not expect that at all. I was mentioning it earlier, like I I thought for sure, like half of them would go within the first 24 hours, and then the rest would slowly sell off throughout the rest of the week. But I underestimated that greatly. Yeah, they sold out very, very quickly. Go from the Quest guy, thank you. Um, there you go. Jin to go, you were asking, I think, how many items were in that giant lot yesterday? 100 items. 100 items. There you go. Jin to go counted too. 100 figures even. That's crazy. There we go. We had an order with triple digit order. Next week's spotlight item should be Chompy Mage and Robo. I don't think I'm gonna do them in the same week. Um, yeah, I'm gonna spread those out a little bit. So next week is probably gonna be Robo, but yeah, the Batman is gone, paid for already, I think. So I've seen a couple of payments pop in here during the stream, so not too surprised about that. The Swap Force tackle box goes for 1350. There you go, 1350. I've never had one of those in the shop before, so I didn't know where to price that. But that's good to know. I mean, for now they'll probably just be auction items because I don't get many of them. That, like I said, that's the first one I've gotten. 1350. Congratulations to somebody. Don't know who won yet. But next up, are we at the Eon's Elite now? Yeah. Eon's Elite. Stealthos up first. Currently. Matt's hitting wrong buttons again. It wouldn't be an auction stream if I didn't hit the wrong buttons, right? Man. Yeah, order has been placed alongside Batman, Tower Time, and Pop Fizz. Nice. Nice. Well done, Pie Magna. Yeah, dual hand. I was a little shocked with that one too. I was gonna look into that later and see how that happened. Because I wasn't sure about that. I was surprised to see the 301. I think I think you can put other values in there. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so like someone had put in a bid for $4 and then someone else came along and put in a bid for 251. So yeah, you can put any amount in there. So when they put in a bid for 251, the next increment that it automatically bid was up 50 cents. And so it went to 301. So that's how that happened. Yeah. It's a little odd. We haven't really seen that before. $20 is a fair price for tackle boxes. Nice. 1350 is a deal. Good to know. Good to know. And I mean that happens right now. But it's these auctions you can get good deals sometimes. I can't guarantee that you will, but yeah, the blue screen of death. I apologize. So I'm running dual screens for this, as I always do on these Saturday nights. And I on one screen I have the auction list, and the other screen I have the stream going. And like I run the stream through a browser as well. And so when I go to try and refresh the auction, if I haven't actually clicked over to that browser, sometimes I refresh the stream and it doesn't like that. It doesn't like that. Oh yeah. Exotic. That was you? I was wondering. I when people do something like that and just buy like 3, 4, or 5 of a figure, I'm like, did you mean to do that? Did you actually just want to buy one and you forgot you had already put it in the cart or something, and so you put another one in and then another one, or I don't know. But yeah. Okay. I'm glad you meant to actually buy 5 of them. Wait, Jindigo, what? We're at 23 of 23? Yes. Yes. Thank you, whoever did that. I don't know if that was one of you over here, but, wait, is there a sticker bidding war? What's I'm missing some here. Um, okay, Eon's Elite Stealth Elf just went for 34.50. Eon's Elite Zook is still at 26. Sticker lot, 850? Are you kidding me? Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so this is what I don't understand. Sometimes you just hit the right week, I guess. Um, but, like, I had this sticker lot like, Gusto is a great example, right? I had Gusto up for the past 2 weeks, and no one bid on him. And this week, I have multiple people bidding on him. Like, if one of those people would have shown up last week and bid on him, they could have gotten him for a dollar. But yeah, now sticker lot going for 850. Enchanted Hoot Loop, 450. Custom Gill still at 115.50. It's crazy. The new sale item should be something I'd like so I could get my brother to buy them for me. We'll see. We'll see. Um, is it randomized for the sales? I mean, no, exotic. It's not completely random. Um, I choose what goes on sale every week. It is partially based on what I have a lot of. I want to get rid of some, but sometimes it is a little bit random as to what I put on sale. If I just feel like putting some figure on sale for some reason or another, or sometimes it's if I feel a figure should be selling better and it's starting to pile up, then I mark down the price a little bit and see if it sells. And that kind of tells me it's like, okay, maybe people just like buying stuff on sale, or maybe the figure was overpriced and I need to lower the price permanently too. So, um, yeah, yeah, it's a thought. Joe, Joe, that's you. That's you making all the bids. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. That just made my night. I've said it before. Like that's my perfect auction night is when we sell 100% of the items. And yeah, never thought, well, not never, but it hasn't happened yet. So thank you for making that happen. Um, sure enough, I'm looking at everything here that's still going, and yeah, everything has bids. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. The sticker lot has Doomstone. Is that why it's going so high? What is that sticker lot? 950. Stickers up to 950. So yeah, we're looking at Zook is at 26, ending in about a minute, and Gil is still at 115.50. Yeah, I mean, it is definitely subjective. I kind of forgot that they did the Swap Force stickers like that. That they split them, like made bigger stickers and split them so you could like swap them around yourself. So yeah, when I got those, I'm like, oh, those are actually kind of fun. I bet you somebody will want those. If someone bid $1,000 just to troll, well, I'd get first of all, I'd give them 3 days to pay, and if they didn't pay, then it depends on what the item is. Um, if it was like it was for the um Gill Grunt figure, like the custom figure we're talking about, like yeah, I give them 3 days to pay. If they don't pay, then I'd move on to the next tie bidder and offer it to them, whatever they bid. Yeah, Jingo, exactly. Got to make sure everyone buys everything. Unfortunately, we have had weeks where people don't always pay. That's been the most unfortunate part. You never thought you'd see a day where all the auctions items sell. I mean, yeah, I think it helps that most of the items were Skylanders tonight. Like I didn't relist the damaged Disney Infinity figures that were up for a couple of weeks already. They're up for 2 or 3 weeks already and didn't get any interest. So I took them down. Um, like the most questionable one, like Batman, I was pretty sure would sell because there was a lot of hype over that this week. Um, so I wasn't too worried about that one. I was mostly worried about the cake topper. Um, so we'll see. We'll see. Someone needs to buy 33 cinders. That'd be nice. Series 2 cinder. Yeah. Got enough for her. Ooh, Big John got the Zook. Matt is not paying attention. Yeah. That goes, I'm assuming for 26 bucks. Sticker lot, 11.50. Whew. Ooh. Yeah, Jindigo. Actually, I've had a few people in the past week purchase, like contact me privately and actually make some purchases. Um, Yoshi that was just talking before. I don't know if he's still here. Has been a great one to help me get rid of some of those damaged figures. I appreciate that. Like contact me privately multiple times and we work out some deals to get some of those damaged ones. Um, so yeah, that helps for sure. But yeah, over the past 2 weeks, we certainly have sold more than usual of the damaged figures at auction. Um, so yeah, that's kind of cool. Wait, Courtney, am I selling you stuff you don't need? Or I don't need? Or are you talking to someone else? Just paid about the average for Imaginext Batman. Okay. I I didn't actually look up what he goes for, but there you go. If you can bundle it with something else, that's cool. I appreciate your business. Sevenfold, yeah. First person to buy a broken figure from me. Awesome. Yeah, Mash Taco Kitty. Yep, you bought some too. Notify you if there's a broken Thrillipede. I have only seen Thrillipede. Like Thrillipede might be another one if I get another one. That will go to auction because it has been way more rare than I've thought. Um, like we've only had Thrillipede in the shop twice. And, like, now we've had more Robo in the shop than we've had, um, Thrillipede, and that's kinda scary. So, the next Thrillipede will probably go to auction, even a damaged one. I mean, I unless yeah, damaged one you could I would sell privately, but, how many damage do I have left now? I Here, I'm gonna add that to my list of things to do after the stream. Count damaged. Maybe I'll even post a picture of what I have currently. But yeah, I mean, I was estimating before like 100 maybe. So I mean, maybe down to like 90 or something. But like every unboxing I do, I get more. That's the problem. Like that number is always going up. It's like always going up by like, 4 or 5 figures per order on average probably, but rarely going down unlike the figures in the shop. These prices are getting serious. Oh, man. Sticker lot up to $12. Oh, wait, did Gil ended. Gil ended. That it must have stayed at 115, was it? 115.50. Gil Grunt. Obsession, was that you? I know you were pretty confident before. But yeah, Gil Grunt ended 115.50. Congratulations to Earthen Avenger on your first sale over here on SCL. Um, yeah, that was pretty awesome. Yeah, most of these the damage figures still at like $1, 50. But those stickers up to $12. $12. What damage figures do I have that aren't at auction? Yeah. The Quest guy. I'll try to get another picture out this week. Um, I mean, we did just sell off a bunch of the more unique ones that I have. Um, a lot of the damaged ones are like I have a ton of broken snapshots and hex and whirlwind and stuff like that. But there's still a variety out there. So I'll try to get a picture up tonight or tomorrow. Um, oh, Courtney, you were talking about stickers. Oh, so, got it. You want the ones they don't need. Perfect. All right. Yeah, Gil Grant. Perfect. Obsession did win. Congratulations. That's some of your best work right there. I like it. I like it. Whew, man. Crazy night. 2 minutes left on these auctions, folks. If you want any last minute bids on these damage figures, if you want to jump in on that sticker war, still sitting at $12. Um, that's good. But to finish this up then, throwing that out there. Wow. Your high bid was 125. Whew. That was gonna be hard to beat. That's gonna be hard to beat. If you make a custom Nightfall an auction, I'll be ready for it. Yeah, yeah. We'll see. I know a few of the things that EA has in store planned, but we'll see. We'll see. Um, but like I said, I don't want to Skylander Gamer TV. I see you're still here, and we got distracted by the auctions ending. But why did I leave Skylanders, and why did I come back 4 years later? Um, so why did I leave Skylanders? Back in 2017, after Imaginators was winding down, You know, Disney Infinity had already died. Lego Dimensions had died. It was back to Skylanders and Amiibo, and they had announced that they weren't coming out with a new game. And so I made the what I now know to be incorrect assumption that um, Skylanders was gonna die and the community was gonna die, and my website was just gonna kind of fade away. Like people were gonna stop using it, and I'd have no place in the community anymore. Um, yeah, that's not true. I could have stuck around 4 years ago. There still would have been a place for me. Um, but that's kind of the assumption I made and said, "Hey, I need to move on because this is what I do for a living. Like I run websites and um, make money from them in various ways. And so if I know one website is on its way out, I need to find something to fill its place. Um, and so I went and did that. And that's at that time I had just recently found out about Light Seekers. It was supposed to be like it was connected to the toys to life genre. Um, but I wasn't really interested in the game or the figures, and like that was on its way out. But they had that card game that I talked about earlier. And so I spent 2 years selling that game. And unfortunately, after 2 years, um, they gave up on the game. They didn't know what they were doing. That the card game wasn't their part of their initial plan, and that's part of the reason it failed. Um, but they just weren't willing to support it in the long term, is what it came down to. Um, and so I had to move on from that, unfortunately. But that was a good 2 years of my life. I was fully invested in that, and that was my full time job once again. But like I said, that's where I learned the online retail business. Um, and then I moved into that whole time during that 2 year period. I had done some podcasting, and I really liked podcasting, and I moved into that, and I figured out that there are a lot of people who needed help with podcasting, and so I thought, hey, I'll go do that for a while, and I tried that. Um, Unfortunately, I was not nearly as successful with that. And after a few years of trying and trying and trying, I just said, I need to find something else that's working for me. Um, and so I was having a conversation with one of my podcasting friends actually, when I was on vacation down in Florida. And I mentioned that my Skylander site was still getting a bunch of traffic. I'm like, I'm not really sure why. Like, they haven't put out a game in 4 years. Like, why is this site getting traffic? So like for whatever reason, my friend said, "Hey, you got to go check that out. You got to do something with that." Um, and so that's when I looked into it again, and that was my honestly that was my motivation to look into Skylanders again and say, "Okay, what's going on here? Like, people are still interested in Skylanders. Something's happening." Um, and so I started poking around, started talking to people I knew, and you know said, "Hey, I could put out a video or 2 here or there and see what happens." And so I started the Figure Focus series, right? And got a great response from that. Started talking to more people in the community, found out about these Skylanders discords, and I found out that there were a lot of collectors out there, and there were still people trying to complete their collections. And I decided that I'm gonna kind of put all of my Skylanders knowledge together with my knowledge that I gained from light seekers and selling stuff online and see what I can do to help people. Um, and that became the SCL shop. And so, I mean, my return was kind of birthed out of I need to um, kind of find a new job in a sense, right? Like, yes, I am self-employed. I'm an entrepreneur. Um, but it is something that I really do enjoy. Like I've always enjoyed Skylanders ever since I found it. And I was kind of sad when it was going away, but that's kind of why I just cut myself off from it quick. Like the last article that I posted on the website was like let the robo trickle begin. And I never like followed up on that. Said, "Hey, yeah, everybody found robo now." Um so I don't know if that answers your question. If you have more questions, let me know. But I'm sorry, I've kind of been ignoring the chat while I've been just going on and on about that. Um, yeah, here, Renee left around 2017 too, came back August last year. Awesome. The Doomstone sticker should go for auction by itself in the future. I'll keep that in mind if I get another one. All paid for. Awesome. Now the short wait to receive it. That's what I like to hear. Do I keep any of the Skylanders or just the ones you like? Because you would probably like to have our Skylander. Um, Exotic, no. This is what these streams are for, especially this Saturday night stream. It just turns into a big Q&A because I mean, we're just watching auctions and how exciting is that? So yeah, I love these questions. But back in like 2018, 2019, somewhere in there, when I didn't think I was coming back to Skylanders, I sold off a large portion of my collection. I kept every series 1 figure. So I would have every figure to play yet. So that I also included all the superchargers because they were different figures, and I did keep the minis. I kept a handful of in-game variants and chase variants that I really liked, but I sold off everything else. And so my collection is not nearly as big as what it used to be. Um, so as I've been buying these lots, I do keep a handful of them, but not many. So some of them are up on the shelf here. Like, um, I finally got my hands on a Flock Springtime Trigger Happy that I didn't have before. I got a Flock Stump Smash. I got a red camo. Um, oh, Royal Double Troubles over there. Because they're hard to come by. So I do keep some of those for my collection, and if I get a second one, then I go to the shop or go to auction or something. But as for like rebuilding my collection, I haven't really done that yet. So like all the series 2, 3, 4 stuff like that, I have not added to my collection again because I just love helping you guys build your collections. It's so much fun to um, help everybody else out there. That like I still have one of every figure. I can still play the games just fine. Um, I'll be able to rebuild my collection at another time if I really want to. Uh, but yeah, I'm here to help you complete your collection at a reasonable price. Like that's the new motto I've taken up. I'm here to help you complete your collection at a reasonable price. So that's my goal. That's what I'm working on, and hopefully, I can help you too. Sevenfold fell off just Skylanders Imaginators just after it was released. Whew. And it was thanks to me that I came back. Well, you're welcome, first of all. Um, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people say ever since I've started putting out more video content again, they've been getting back into Skylanders. So you need a bunch of those magic item stick. Courtney, did you win the stickers? I didn't look who actually won them. Was that you that won them? Joseph, have you ever worked with website Card Kingdom? No. Um, oh, yeah, Card Kingdom. Okay. I have not worked with them. No. Um, yeah. I'm not super familiar with them. I am aware of them, but I have never worked with them. Seems odd how a lot of people became interested in Skylanders again within the past year. I mean, that there was the hype over, the 10-year anniversary. A lot of people got back into it over the pandemic again, partly because video games in general surged a lot, but collectibles also surged. That's why like Pokemon got real big again. Um, Something people can do from home, right? You can collect things from home. Um, so all that helped, and Skylanders kind of fell into that bucket a little bit, where it's collectible, it's a video game, and it kind of got a little bit of boost from both of them. Yeah, I just started last year, was looking for a new collectible. Exactly, like the figures. There you go. Um, had an interesting experience. I was found a year ago as someone who was too young to know how Skylanders released in waves and what was rare. I loved my old articles. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I back in the day, especially, I put a lot of time into those articles. I need to go back and rewrite a bunch of them, or at least update some of the resources. Like they're not quite accurate or not completely up to date. Some of them, especially like the How Rare is My Skylander series. Um, that definitely needs some updates. Definitely needs some updates. So found Robo on the SCL auction next week. There you go, Master Taco Kitty. I think that seals it. Robo in the auction next week. Let's do it. Let's do it. Robo in the auction next week. Fell out of Skylanders in time. The Yawn Traps and Heartbreaker. Ooh, yeah. I'm glad you got over it. I'm glad you got over it. Yeah. That was a beautiful story. Well, thank you. Thank you. I need to get in a better rhythm when telling that. I kind of stumble. I've told that story a few times, but I feel like that's a question I get asked quite often. So I should figure out how that story goes. Last Skylanders around 2018 when it hit that they weren't coming back. Yeah. Quarantine. Exactly. Exactly. There you go. Um, there you go. Fell in love with Skylanders when you're in kindergarten. Yes. Yes. Damien. Yes. I love that. Um, and that's what it is too. I mean, folks like Pirate Dad, like just collected since they were a kid and stuck with it the entire time, unlike me. And now they're a little bit older and have some money to complete the collection, and it's a blast. It's a blast. Did anyone find out what happened to the Heartbreak Buckshot on eBay? No, I haven't heard anything. I think I have the right connections that if anything does happen with it, I would hear about it. Um, I have not heard anything about it yet. Do. Royal Double Trouble. Yeah. What's a decent price for you? Uh, Eric became uninterested in Skylanders after Imaginators. Okay. Came back and just saw a video on YouTube about the history of it. Yep. Completing the collection. That's it. That's it. Want to complete the collection. What's your max bid for future reference? Nice try, Doulahan. Yeah, Joseph. Yeah, I could never quite get into Magic the Gathering, but yeah. Um, I looked at Card Kingdom for inspiration because I knew once Light Seekers was kind of going the way of the dodo too. Like, well, maybe I can get into um other card games. Like maybe I can start selling other trading card games. Um, but I decided not to go that way in the long run. Courtney, have a good night. John, your son and I have a tradition of playing during the summer. So they started collecting again during lockdown. Yep. I have everything but yawns on the chase. Nice. Nicely done. Enigma found your old comments into one of the Robo articles. Yeah, I do that from time to time too. Go look at those old articles, and see what is what happened with them. And I'm still impressed sometimes, with some things I wrote and some of the comments I got, but I know exotic. It's been tough. I haven't done a lot of marketing necessarily for the site. It's mostly been word of mouth. So the site has really hit its stride, and I'm getting new customers every week. And so I like that's kind of what attributed to like it's been a little while since I've gotten like a large lot of Imaginators. And I think that's partly why, that giant lot I got yesterday sold out like immediately. Um, just because I've gotten so many new customers recently. So it sold out a lot faster than I was expecting. You would never guess that a little over a year, Skylander channel will gain almost 8K subs. That is crazy. I didn't realize your channel was so new. So congratulations on that. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. And that shows you what you can do if you're just, consistent with the channel. People come to you. Is Royal Double Trouble for 60 at the moment? Yeah. I don't want to pay 60 bucks. Like I said, I could maybe be okay paying like 30 or 40, but I don't want to pay 60. Your white whale for Skylanders is Enigma. I mean, yeah, he's it's not that hard to find. You'd love to get him for $5 or so. Oh man. Yeah, I don't even sell them for $5. So I mean, if you want to hunt for a cheap Enigma, by all means go for it. And if you shop locally, that's gonna be your best bet. Um, but yeah, to get him online for that price is gonna be a bit tougher, especially by himself. Not impossible, but tough. Yeah, 30, 40 for Royal Double Trouble. Exactly. Been watching for 2 hours? Congratulations. Yeah, these streams can be addictive. Time flies some nights. Tonight, time really flew by. I felt like I was surprised when we hit 7:30 already, and those auctions started ending. And like, oh man, had a lot of good people and good questions in here tonight. So I appreciate that. Yeah, word of mouth, old reliable. Boombringer's been shouting me out too. Awesome. I like that. Showing viewers how to access my shop. Nice. Yeah, that certainly can. What are some buy local suggestions? So, yeah, when I say buy local, um, I mean if you have used video game stores, retro game shops that see if they sell Skylanders. Like I was saying, like I had a friend the other day out in Indiana who was took a picture because he was out at Disc Replay, and they had a Skylander section, and their prices were fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Like, they started at 99 cents for Spyro's Adventure and then went up 50 cents per game. So by the time you got to Imaginators, they're selling all their Imaginators for 349. Um, so yeah, like all the stuff that was left obviously was just common stuff, but whenever they get a fresh lot in, that's gonna be gold mine right there. Um, So yeah, use game shops like that. If you got pawn shops, Like, I used to go to Pawn America. The one in my town shut down. I don't know if they all did. I think they went I think they filed for bankruptcy. So they closed at least most locations. I don't know if they closed all of them, but they always had a good selection of Skylanders there. Um, some people have luck at, like, Goodwill. My local Goodwill rarely gets in Skylanders, but I know a lot of Goodwills do carry them. Because, like I said, I've gotten them, um in lots that I've bought that still have the Goodwill sticker on the bottom. So they sell them for like 99 cents usually. Um, but if you when I say buy local, it can even just be Facebook Marketplace because there are a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace that don't want to ship. And so if you live nearby them, they're willing to wheel and deal and sell at below market. Like they don't do their research a lot of times. They just want to get rid of them, but they don't want the hassle of shipping. So that's a good way. If you have garage sales or yard sales around, like this is the time of year for them too. Um, that can be a great place. It's really hit or miss whether or not they have either they have figures or they don't. But that can be. I mean, if they have figures, they're going to be at good prices, hands down. Because garage sales, like some people will try to charge you like internet prices at garage sales. You can usually talk them out of that because they would rather have cash in hand today rather than the hassle of selling and shipping stuff online. Um, but yeah, as Renee says here, thrift stores and used game stores. Just depends where you can find them in Australia. I mean, I would say same places, same places. Used game stores, thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace. I mean, your friend down the street, they're getting rid of their old collection. You never know. Um, Fluxy says V stock. I don't know what that is, but sure. V stock is that a website or a store? Felicia went to your local used game store and picked up a bunch of Imaginators that they just got in. Exactly, and that's the thing too is sometimes you just have to be consistent. Stop in once a week, twice a week, and just see if they have any. If it's like a used game store, get to especially if it's like an independently owned used game store, get to know the owners or the manager and say, "Hey, if you ever get any Skylanders in, can you let me know?" Like, give them your phone number or your email or something. Say, "Hey," I mean, it it helps obviously, if you spend some money there and let them know, "Yeah, I'm a good customer." Um, but yeah, here, check used game stores or toy stores, thrift stores. Yep. Yeah, it's more about consistency. Like, you just gotta be there. Yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Um, exotic, there you go. Pop Fizz on sale. I'll see what I can do. Sevenfold, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Um, Skylanders were sold more far and wide than you would ever imagine. And so even the secondhand stores out in the middle of the corn, they they will show up from time to time. Like not quite as often as in the big city, but they will show up eventually. Renee, have a good day. Night. Thanks for watching. Been a pleasure as always. Here. Found the SSA starter pack with Volcanic Vault for $5 at Goodwill. See? That's what I'm talking about. Those are the deals that I'm talking about. You never know when they might pop up. Just gotta keep checking it out. Yeah, local's definitely the best. Chaos for 25 bucks. Yeah. Yeah, Second and Charles. I've heard that name before. I don't have them by me, but buy Skylanders at used game stores, sure. Exactly. Just checked a local game store that had hundreds of figures last year. They're down to a few commons right now. Yeah. I mean, I do think, more people are getting back into collecting a little bit, and there are, um fair enough, sevenfold. I mean, maybe it is your area, there just aren't some, but you never know. There might be someone just like you who's also looking, right? And if, say, you go every Tuesday and they go every Monday, maybe they just beat you to them. Just playing devil's advocate, but, like, I don't know. You could be right. Maybe your shops don't get them. Maybe your shops don't get them. Cousin my cousin and I got into Skylanders during SSA and stuck through Swap Force, seeing other games that wasn't interested. Yep, nostalgia. Nostalgia will do it. That will definitely do it. V-Stock might be a Midwest thing. They're normally in malls where I live, just one outside St. Louis. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm in Wisconsin, upper Midwest. Um, yeah, I'm I'm not familiar with V-Stock. Good to know though. Steel plate hood sickle and bloom bloom for 15. Nice. Yeah, like offer up is hit or miss. I find people are less likely to respond on offer up for whatever reason. And they let listings that are like 3 years old just sit there. Like, come on, offer up, do something about that. There you go. Volunteer at the local thrift shop so you see everything that comes in. I like that. I like that. Volunteering and a little bonus. Melvin, I hope you're not screaming at my trap prices. I think mine are pretty reasonable for the most part. I mean, light and dark ones are always going to be expensive, but I'm just running low on traps now too. Just as low as I am on like trap masters and swappers. Like my trap stock has gone down the drain. All right. Anyway, I stuck around here longer than I usually do. I'm gonna call it a night, and um, well, we take Sundays off. I'll be back on Monday. We'll be back Monday, 1 p.m. Central Time, with a unboxing. It should be a double unboxing, I believe. Double unboxing on Monday. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sticking around. It's been a great week of auctions. You have 3 days to pay. I appreciate it. The sooner you pay, the sooner you get your stuff. So get that paid and I will get you your stuff. So have a good night and I will see you all on Monday. Have a good night.